Disclaimer: this is a retelling of a traditional Polynesian myth about Maui lifting the sky. While the core elements remain, some details have been creatively adapted for entertainment. Myths are part of cultural heritage and can vary across regions. This video honors the original story's spirit and encourages appreciation of Polynesian culture. It is intended for educational and entertainment purposes only, and is not a substitute for the rich oral traditions of Polynesian people. Have you ever felt the weight of the world pressing down on you, stifling your dreams and limiting your potential? In a time long ago, the world was a much smaller place, the sky so low that it seemed to touch the earth. The trees, gnarled and twisted, strained to reach the feeble sunlight that barely pierced the oppressive gloom. The people, hunched and weary, toiled under the oppressive weight of the heavens, their spirits as dim as the perpetual twilight that cloaked the land. Amidst this cramped and dreary world, a child was born. Sprung from the union of Makitutara and Taranga, he possessed an indomitable spirit and a thirst for adventure. His name was Maui. Maui's premature birth startled his mother, believing him to be stillborn. In a moment of grief and confusion, she wrapped him in a sacred lock of her own hair and cast him into the sea, a final farewell to her seemingly lifeless child. The ocean, recognizing the divine spark within the tiny bundle, cradled Maui in its depths, nurturing him with seaweed and the gentle touch of jellyfish. As the tides carried him ashore, Maui was discovered by his grandfather, the wise and powerful god Tamanuite Rangi. Recognizing the potential within his grandson, Tamanuite Rangi took Maui under his wing, teaching him the secrets of the natural world and the ancient arts of magic. Maui grew into a mischievous and curious child, always eager to test his newfound powers and push the boundaries of the known world. He learned to shape-shift, transforming into birds to soar through the skies and fish to explore the depths of the ocean. As Maui grew, so did his curiosity about his origins. With newfound purpose, Maui traveled to the village where his mother Taranga lived. Arriving under the guise of a stranger, he observed his brothers as they fished and worked, their movements hindered by the oppressive sky. One evening, as the family gathered around the fire, Maui slyly joined them. That night, when Taranga counted her children before sleep, she was surprised to find 5 instead of 4. Maui revealed himself and was acknowledged by his mother as her last-born child. Their mother showered her love on him. As Maui gazed at the sky one day, he noticed how low it hung, suffocating the land and its inhabitants. The trees were stunted, their branches gnarled and twisted, reaching in vain for sunlight. The people too were hunched and weary, their spirits dampened by the oppressive darkness. Maui, driven by a deep compassion for his people, decided to do something about it. He resolved to lift the sky, to bring light and freedom to his world. He traveled far and wide, seeking the wisdom of the ancient ones. Finally, he reached a remote village where he met an old woman known for her wisdom and connection to the natural world. "I seek your help, wise woman," Maui said. "The sky is too low, suffocating our land and our people. I wish to lift it, to bring light and freedom to our world." The old woman smiled kindly, her eyes twinkling with understanding. "You have a noble heart, young one," she said, "but the sky is heavy. It will take great strength to lift it." She led Maui to a nearby spring where a clear, sparkling stream flowed. "Drink from this gourd," she instructed. "It will grant you the strength you need." Maui drank deeply from the gourd, feeling a surge of power course through his veins. He felt his muscles grow strong, his spirit filled with an unwavering determination. "Now," the old woman said, "go to the place where the sky meets the earth. There, you will find the strength to lift it." Maui thanked the old woman and set out on his journey. He traveled to the edge of the world where the sky seemed to touch the earth. He stood there, gazing at the oppressive weight of the heavens, feeling the burden of his people on his shoulders. He took a deep breath, summoning the strength that surged within him. He reached up, grasped the sky with all his might, and began to push. The earth groaned under the strain, and the sky resisted his efforts. But Maui persevered, pushing with all his might, his spirit fueled by his love for his people and his unwavering determination. Slowly but surely, the sky began to rise. Inch by inch, it moved higher and higher until finally it stood far above the earth, a vast expanse of freedom and light. The world below rejoiced. The trees stretched their branches towards the heavens, basking in the newfound sunlight. The people, no longer burdened by the weight of the sky, stood tall and proud, their spirits rekindled by the light that now bathed the land. Maui, through his indomitable spirit, had altered the very fabric of the world. The sky now stood as a symbol of his endurance, his name whispered in reverence across the islands of the Pacific, and thus the world was forever changed by the deeds of Maui, the demigod who lifted the sky.